Okay. We were talking about their questions and how they always bring up their purpose. They want to know why they're here, what they're supposed to be doing, etc., etc. So the amazing thing is they always give you the same answer. See, when these things happen again and again and again, I know I'm speaking with one thing because they always answer the questions the same way. So when they ask what your purpose is, they never tell you you're here to make a lot of money, you're here to drink and party and have sex. Yeah, oh darn. They always say the same thing. You're here to help each other. You're here to help people. And then they'll usually say, yeah, but that's a broad thing. How do you want the person to help people? And they'll always come up with what they want you to do. But that's what we're all here about. And that's amazing. It's always the same answer. And when I be playing these recordings today, you'll hear them say the same thing again and again. And they always have the same information. But that's what we're here for, to have our experiences and to help other people along the way. Now, one thing, when the client is in there, they told me to always tell the client, 90% of what happens today during the session is up to you, the client. I'm just a facilitator, but it's up to the client what happens. Be surprised how many come in who say they want help, but really they don't. And sometimes they don't even know it consciously. But they want me to do all the work. But they said it's actually up to the person. I can't make anything happen. I can't make them change because it's all free will. But many of them do come in expecting all these grand and grandiose things, but they're the most important part of the whole thing. They have to want to change. They have to want the answer. They have to want the healing. And many of them, I found out as we go along, really don't want the healing. And you'd be surprised to hear that, but some of them don't. If they are benefiting in any way from being sick, they're not going to release it. And they're not going to admit all of that. But you all know people who have illnesses and they're sick, and that's all they talk about. I got to go to the doctor, you know, he's going to give me these new medications. My mother used to get dressed up to go to the doctor. It becomes their identity. It's all they talk about is what's wrong with them, their new illness. If you were to take it away, they don't have anything. They don't have any identity because they become that illness or affliction or whatever it is. So many of them don't really want to release it. And this is not conscious. It's always on that other level. And that's when I said I have found many cases of this, if they are benefiting, they're getting anything out of being sick, it's harder for them to let it go. It takes a lot of work. The subconscious will do its job. It will heal them miraculously and say it's done. And then after the session's over and we're sitting there talking, well, I do feel better, but I know it's not going to last. I've been sick all my life. It can't be that easy. So see, they turn it off. But in cases like that, it's not our fault, it's their free will. We can't go against that. So we're going to have that happen. But that's what I always tell them, especially if they're coming in with serious illness. 90% of what happens here today is up to you. You have to be willing to cooperate. But even if it's not illness, they come for all kinds of other reasons. They got karmic reasons, they've got family problems, they've got job problems. Whatever their problem is, I'm just supposed to help them with that. But